Jade.
Top of the morning to you, top of the afternoon, top of the night, whatever. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to be working on this beautiful beast of a painting. It's already had some stages added onto it, some layers. There's some glitters, some pastels, some drips, some crystals, some gravel, and acrylic. So I'm just gonna embellish it a little bit today. I wouldn't mind adding some more 3D embellishments, but every time I do that, I have to let it sit on the ground and dry for at least 24 hours, sometimes longer. In fact, that's how these drips came to be, is because sometimes you think the glue is done and then you put it against the wall and then the glue drips. But I found out on my last painting that it looks sick. So on this one, I went with it, I'm down with it. So I'm gonna share with you something important that I have learned or verified or put into practice about life that could help everyone involved, and it's not common knowledge. You might already know about it or you might not. So stay tuned while I work on this painting and we talk about these very important facts. Let's get started on this. It's another paint and mingle. For my gold outline, I really love this Krylon gold pen I get from Walmart. Usually, I'm sure craft stores have them as well, but probably for a little bit more money. This bad boy puts on a nice opaque layer. It lasts a long time too. I hope it doesn't run out because I don't know if I have another one. It's called an 18 karat gold leafing pen, and it really does provide such services. Our greatest fears have been confirmed, and the gold pen is running low and or it doesn't like the glitter texture. Either way, I'm switching to folk art metallic with a brush, the old-fashioned way. Not as clean usually, but it does give you a really nice opaque gold. So onward we go, back to the painting. I want to talk to you about consumption, and when you hear that word, you definitely think of food or drink, and those are important too, but something that people don't think about that they're consuming constantly is music, movies, books, conversations, art. You need to consider what you're consuming because it is affecting your aura and your energetic field. So something simple with food, for example, would be if you eat organic broccoli, that plant is a living being that has its own aura and healing energy inside of it. You will feel nourished and invigorated when you eat that. Versus if you eat, say, a processed candy, that has a low vibration. It has its own energy too, and it physiologically has sugar energy, but I'm talking about metaphysical energy. So in music, you need to pay attention to lyrics. More difficult to tune into is like the beat in the music, but the lyrics are something simple, because if you're listening to negative lyrics, it's going to impact you, whether you know about it or you don't. Same with movies, like people that are obsessed with true crime. True crime is so negative and violent. Yes, it's interesting, but you need to consider how it's impacting you. And what are you looking at? Are you looking at harsh imagery? Are you looking at gore? Are you playing violent video games? All of these factors are affecting your mental state and are part of your general well-being. So everyone needs to do their part and become more aware of what you're consuming and upgrade your consumption. I recently had to stop listening to a lot of hip hop, and obviously I'm not perfect. I'm not like only listening to positive music and only eating plant foods, but I'm prioritizing them and I'm aware of the balance of consumption. There she is, folks. Phase 2 of my fairy portal painting. I always love gold. Gold almost never does me dirty. I love it on every painting. It's so pretty as a contrast to like a matte acrylic paint, like the pink, how it has no shine. Sometimes you have to build layers with metallics, especially when there's bright colors underneath of them. But I find this paint layers really easily. Like I was already able to go over the light spots on this gold outline here. So I feel re-inspired to work on this painting again. It's definitely gonna need some more action on it, but it's really coming together. So thanks for listening to my ramblings today. I hope that I impacted you positively. If you have anything to add on, just like comment down below and spread love. Let's spread love in this bitch. Like, the world is our oyster, but we need to know that it is. Have fun. Art Baby Jade.